Hi, this is Ka, and for today's video, I thought I could talk about my monthly, weekly, and daily routine. For the first 2 minutes of this video, it's going to be a voiceover because I wanted to include a clip of me setting up the weekly pages. And I do it every week. It's a weekly routine, and I do it at around like Thursday or Friday. And I always try to do something else while I'm doing this so that it feels much more productive and I don't find it that cumbersome. So yeah, I'm probably watching a YouTube video while I'm doing this. But I've really been enjoying the freedom, well, like while I've been in this standard TN, I've been really enjoying the freedom to change up the layout whenever I want to. And so this layout is different from the layout maybe like a month ago. I used to do 1 week on 3 pages before, but now this is a 1 week on 4 pages, and so I don't have that extra sheet left over. So yeah, I do 2 spreads. On the first spread, you might have been able to see at the very left, I do like a weekly layout, similar to that of a Hobonichi, the left hand side of a Hobonichi weeks, and for like to the right of that and on the second spread I do like a vertical columns, sort of similar to that of the vertical layout in the Hobonichi Cousin. So I put down my time washi from like 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. and so I am able to record all of my hours. And so one con is that I haven't been reaching for my Hobonichi Cousin that much, and so I have empty pages. A lot of empty pages right now in my Hobonichi Cousin because I'm able to record everything, all of my hours, everything here. So yeah, but this is part of my weekly routine, and at the very left I have a weekly overview, and at the right then I have my dailies. So yeah, now I'm going to go back to the video's audio and continue from there. And I'm going to put that up on the screen, but in reality, I think it's not as divided as it seems on the screen right now, because on the screen, I'm trying to divide it up into steps. But in reality, I think it's more like a flow and a process. So, yeah, I don't think it's as divided as it might seem. But, what I say, I think it'll be pretty repetitive because I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but yeah, these are my monthly, weekly, and daily routines in my EDC planner. So first, in my monthly routine, I like putting in the dates in my monthly calendar. They're not monthly routines. I put them in whenever it occurs, like whenever I get the new dates or for new appointments. So for example, when I saw that Travelers Company will come to South Korea in December, when I saw their Instagram post, I wrote that down here as soon as I saw that. So it's not like a monthly thing. It's more whenever it happens, whenever I see new dates that I want to record. So monthly routines in my monthly pages, it's for my YouTube subscriber count and Instagram follower count. I record these numbers at the end of each month because I do want to see growth. I'm uploading content and uploading videos. I want to see if this is interesting for people and things like that. So I want to see growth. So that's why I record the numbers. And then second monthly routine, I set up my health log pages. I have one for each family member, one section. So this book dart, it's for my pages, health log pages, and then these 3 are for my family members. And so at the start of each month, I draw a small calendar, and then I write down symptoms whenever they happen and the date it happens. So for October, I had the calendar, and then below that I wrote down like symptoms that I had. Like I had neck pain and headaches, and I wrote that down, and I didn't put the 2 together, but then I put the 2 together and I realized that my headaches were probably from my neck pain, and so I got a different pillow for which I think is better for my neck, and so I haven't my neck pain and headaches have disappeared like 95%. So setting up the health log pages is second. It's my second monthly routine. And then reviewing my monthly favorites and goals. These are my monthly favorites. I have the second half of the year at the back. And I have my monthly goals and review in front, but I'm not going to open to that page. But yeah, I am more strict about recording my favorites because I do the videos, and less strict about my goals and review. But I do record like 2 goals and 2 review points for each month. Yeah. And I see what I was able to accomplish, what big thing happened that month. So I record that in my goals and review, monthly goals and review page. And I record my favorites here. And so far, here I'll record my 2023 faves and 2023 review for the whole year. And so far I have 2 points. 2023 was the year I started noticing a lot more white hair. I think I've gotten a lot more white hair, gray hair. And then 2023 was also the year I graduated with my master's degree. So those 2 points. And I have a few more, but I didn't write that down yet. So yeah, that's my third monthly routine. Reviewing monthly goals and review and favorites. And then this is sort of similar. Fourth monthly routine is I set up the next month's goals in the goals and review page. Yeah. That should be combined with the third. But yeah, for monthly routines. Then weekly routines. 1, I check my monthly calendar and set up the weekly pages. So right now, this is how I'm doing my weekly pages. And I have the overview, weekly overview at the very left. And so these are my daily pages. This is my weekly section. And so I check the calendar, my monthly calendar, and I put in the like specific events or appointments that I might have on the weekly overview. Like when I first set up the pages, I don't really put down all the appointments and everything on the dailies, but I make sure that I put everything on the weekly overview because that's where I go first to see what I have for that day. So all the monthly appointments, schedule, things like that, I migrate that to my weekly section first. And then second weekly routine is I'll always go to my this tab. It's for my this tab, it's my current page. That's for my content page. That's my finance monthlies page tab, and that's my monthly tab. So here for my content tab pages, I have all the weeks from I have all the weeks up until the 52nd week. I drew all of that out, and then I set up all of my content ideas. I set up the layout, and I haven't filled everything in yet, but I will fill I will set up my whole content planning thing on that page, on those pages. So every week I check and plan out my content on this page, on these pages here. So that's my second weekly routine. And third, now for daily routines. For like the day before or every morning, I check my to-do lists from the previous day, the previous week, and I see what I need to migrate. But this is done like unconsciously, I think. And I'm not like too like, even if I have unchecked ones, I'm not too like particular about them. Like if I think that, you know, I could just leave them there, I don't migrate it, I don't do anything. But if I do want to migrate them, I write it again for a new day or for a new week. So I check any unchecked tasks from previous days, and then I check the upcoming events and time schedule. And then every few hours, I think, I look at my planner and I check what I did do, and then I record how I spent my hours. I think, and this is, I think, the key reason why I use a planner, not just to write to-dos and to get my, you know, shit together and get things done, but also because I want to record how I spent my hours, because, you know, you can't see, there's no record of how time has passed unless I write it down. So, you know, I have time, I have my hours, but if I don't record it, I don't know how I've spent it, and it seems like I've wasted it if I don't record it. So even if I was being productive, like, and I got things done, if I don't record how I've actually spent my hours, if I don't visually see it, I think I feel like I've wasted my hours, and I just want to see my hours in a concrete form. So that's why I think I record everything, how I've spent my hours, and why I use a planner, and really like a time schedule layout. So yeah, so for dailies, I check any unchecked tasks from previous days and write down upcoming events and write in my time schedule. Time schedule would be number 2, right? Like recording my hours. I do that every day, every few hours. I open my planner and go and record how I've spent the past few hours. So that's number 2. Number 1, writing down tasks and checking them off when I do it. Yeah. And if I have you know, new tasks that pop into my head, like halfway through the day, I would write that down and try to do that too. That's number 1, and recording number 2. That's my daily routine. So yeah, this was a bit of a mess, but I think that's my monthly, weekly, and daily routine in my EDC planner. Yeah, so I hope that was interesting. I hope it was somewhat clear. And then I'll be back next week with another video. Thank you so much for watching.